Hello and welcome, this is Old Man Poole. Magic Arena just barely came out of the non-disclosure agreement today, and I'm super excited to be able to finally share this with you guys. This looked really good, and actually they just did another visual update today, and it looks even a little bit more exciting now. I'm super excited for two other reasons too. I've got a new mic set up. I'm hoping this sounds good to you guys, maybe a little bit less echoey than it's been in the past. Definitely let me know if you like the new audio better, if there's anything that you still think I can do to improve it. Also, this is my 1 year anniversary. I've been recording videos for YouTube for a full year now, and I don't know, it's kind of crazy to think about really, but I just want to say that I really appreciate everyone that's watched me and supported me, all of you out there that have liked, commented, whatever else. It means a lot. I would not be here today if it weren't for all of you, so thanks so much. With that in mind, I guess let's explore a little bit. I know that we started out with a couple of packs, so I guess let's start out by opening those. Right, Rivals of Ixalan. Well, that's a pretty sweet animation. A pretty good rare to start us off. One of the things they've incorporated is they've introduced these wild cards. So gray indicates a common card, but then brown indicates a common card, and then gray is uncommons, and then yellow is golds, and reds are mythics. So these are cards that you can use to craft any other card in the set, or maybe any other card period actually. So that's pretty sweet. Jadelight Ranger's cool though. Let's open up a couple more. Nezahal. You guys can hear that sweet animation or a sound effect that goes along with it. And Awakened Amalgam. Okay, well that's a little bit less exciting, but that's okay. They also, for the first time here, have introduced Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation, which I was a really big fan of. Some of my favorite sets. So, happy to see those in action as well. Ooh, Walk the Plank's good. Bloodcraze Paladin a little bit less so. I think that we also started with some number of just, like, uncommons, commons in general, so... Alright, let's look at Hour of Devastation. River Hoopu, ooh, and Hour. That's pretty good. You'll notice, too, that they've changed the way at least the packs here work, where you've got 1 rare, 2 uncommons, and 5 commons. I think distribution will end up being fairly similar. I mean, you'll be a little bit heavier on rares than you are on anything else, but that can only be a good thing, right? Everyone likes sweet rares. Okay, Angel of Condemnation, and a couple of cool wild cards. I think these are really going to be what you're hoping for, especially as you're hoping to like build out a collection. Getting a good number of wild cards is going to be important. Alright, let's see Amonkhet. That pack opening animation is pretty sweet too. Okay, sweet. Ooh, I heard someone's like voice effect. Ooh, and ooh, Liliana, and I actually don't know why this is grayed out. I know that we have I guess there's a vault they've introduced as well as the wild cards. So as this gets more and more filled, you have the opportunity to open up the kind of one extra special, like really powerful booster pack towards the end. So maybe the gray card meant that we already had 4 of it, so it automatically put it into the vault, something like that. Okay, and these are our wild cards. We got 10 common, 4 uncommon, and 2 rare. Pretty reasonable start. And I guess we've got store where you can purchase more packs. Right now there is no like currency. I think there will be in the set at large, but you can build up these coins by completing quests and winning games. Well, let's look at our decks. Oh, cool. So it looks like we actually have some pre-built ones, which I guess I'm a sucker for dinosaurs. Let's look at Sun Empire here. Okay, seems decent. Oh, okay, it has actually got a couple of rares. I guess it kind of looks like an intro deck, I guess. It's got like, I don't know, kind of a high-powered intro deck. It's got some big top-end rares. Okay, this is kind of sweet. Let's see if we can look at the collection in general. Make a new deck? Okay. So we have different filters you can put on here. I'm gonna start off with our rares and mythic rares, because that's the exciting stuff, right? So it kind of looks like they gave us just one of everything to start out with here. At least for the rares. There may be more like commons, uncommons, maybe like 2 of each. Okay. So we have a decent start, kind of no matter how you look at it. We say commons and uncommons. Looks like they start with 2 of the commons and 1 of every uncommon, I guess. Okay. And then obviously we can kind of fill out decks with wild cards as well. Alright, so I think for right now we're just going to jump right into a match. That's fine. And show you guys a little bit more of the interface. This looks sweet though. I feel like come along quite a bit actually since I first saw it. What are we feeling? I like green red. Let's see if the Sun Empire's got something good here. Alright, so we go back here, we can hit play. I guess let's add Sun Empire as our deck and run out. Although I guess that's true. I forget we have these different quests as well. So win 2 games with a red-white deck or a blue-black deck, or cast 12 green or blue spells. So maybe red-green is a little less exciting here. So I guess blue-black. Tetzmoc. We like Tetzmoc. Yeah, let's do this. No, you know what? I'm feeling beat down. Red-white. Boros Assault. Okay, so full disclosure, we've actually played a couple of rounds now. I wanted to show you guys my first, like, initial jump, I guess, but we had a couple of problems just with our frame rate, so I fiddled with some settings on OBS, and hopefully it looks a little bit better now. But we're going to jump back in. I'm still going to play this Boros Assault deck, see if we can't pick up one more win. And hopefully this will just look a little bit cleaner going forward. Okay, what we got for opening hand here? I think this is a fine hand. We're a little bit light on creatures. Rallying Roar doesn't look great. We have a couple of removal spells. Our Crop Captain is a pretty good creature, and we've got lands, so I think we'd be foolish to not keep this here. Looks like my opponent mulligan down to 6 here. Alright, so let's start off with a mountain, and we'll pass here. So Magic Arena is doing a couple things different than Magic Online right out the gate. You guys might notice that we just like skip through the turn very, very quickly there. It's kind of like we're always F6'd. If we don't have a play available to us, or Magic Arena will just skip through the rest of our turn. That speeds things up a lot, which is pretty sweet, but it does mean that bluffing is a little bit less of a thing sometimes. Okay, Fervent Paincaster is a great draw there. Let's stick our captain and pass. They're also, right now at least, there's only best of ones available, so you just play one game, there's no sideboards, nothing like that. And no drafting yet, unfortunately. Although, you guys can be sure that as soon as I've got the opportunity to draft here, I'll be doing it. But, I mean, this is kind of release day, at least for the beta, and it's exciting. It feels like it'd be a shame not to show a little bit of content, even if it is these kind of weird pseudo-constructed decks. But hopefully it's cool to see for all y'all. The cute little lizard that keeps running out over there. Okay, Merfolk Mistbinder. Pretty sweet card. Kind of my opponent's version of the Honored Crop Captain. Probably a little bit better, honestly. I guess we could like Magma Spray it and play Harsh Mentor. It seems pretty reasonable. We could also play the Fervent Paincaster. This will kill off a lot of Merfolk, but obviously is much worse if there's a Mistbinder on the battlefield. I think we're just going to play the Harsh Mentor and then play Magma Spray. And we're going to do it main phase here because I don't want my opponent to have like Dive Down or something like that. That would be pretty brutal. Let's just get rid of that. Swing in and call it a turn. Okay, so next turn we can remove another threat with Baffling End. We could play the Paincaster. Not sure how often Harsh Mentor's ability is going to come into play, but I mean, it is just upside. This card does look dramatically worse than Honored Crop Captain, though. Okay. Deeproot Waters. Not super impressive. I mean, not terrible, but I guess we're just playing like Fervent Paincaster here and getting in for a couple points of damage. Seems not terrible. I mean, this is 6. Like, my opponent's gonna have to answer this pretty quickly. Deeproot Waters is good, I guess, if the game goes really long, but pretty stinky outside of that. Okay, and opponent concedes. Okay, so we get our reward here. A couple of, I guess, the currency, and also you get a free card. Ooh, Thematic Compass. Pretty sweet. Okay, well, I guess we've managed to... okay, that's kind of a cool animation, waiting for another quest. We finished off the white-red. I guess let's try out the blue-black deck here. And maybe we'll call it a day after that. Alright. This has got Tetsamok in it. Definitely can't look down on Tetsamok. Unhallowed Lord of Grixis. Alright. That guy's serious about his name. Oh. No black mana. Labyrinth Guardian is a pretty good stalling card. Champion of Wits also potentially gets us there. We are going first, though. Guess we keep. Supreme Will gets to dig, too. This hand goes really right if we find one land. And even if we don't, we still have, like, Negate, Labyrinth Guardian to do a couple of things early on. Okay. Labyrinth Island. And see what my opponent's up to over there. Ooh. The Mirror, potentially. Okay. So, cancel wasn't a great draw. But we have one more shot to find something we're really happy about. And like I said, Labyrinth Guardian either will eat a removal spell or be a pretty good, like, blocker here to hold up the early game. Silvergill Adept, revealing Vineshaper Mystic. That's not great for us. Merfolk is, you know, going to be an aggressive deck, and Vineshaper Mystic is not a bad start. Swamp was pretty solid there, though. Happy with that, certainly. Even with the Mystic trigger, too, Silvergill Adept is not going to be able to get through the Guardian just yet. I guess we're just playing Champion of Wits here. Seems alright. Draw and discard, and hopefully find a couple of land drops going forward. Yeah, we are definitely going to take that action. Ooh. So, Walk the Plank just looks dramatically better than Impale. I think we're going to pitch Impale and maybe Negate, as we have a Cancel and Supreme Will in hand. They're more expensive, I guess. For instance, next turn we could maybe play Walk the Plank and keep up Negate. I don't know if that's going to matter, though. I think Impale bites the dust. Maybe Cancel. Although next turn, like, keeping up Supreme Will with Cancel is pretty nice. Yeah, I think Negate bites the dust. Okay. And we are not going to bother attacking. I think as the game goes along, we've got a better and better chance here. So you may have noticed I had a little ring, like a time circle that was going around me. So you build up these kind of extra long turns that you can play, and you'll use, so when you play quickly, you get extra tokens for that, and then that allows you to kind of, you know, take an extra long turn if you need to go in the tank or something, which I think is a really pretty good, like, innovation. Since Magic tends to have a lot of very fast turns, and then a couple that are really important decision makers, it's kind of nice that they don't require you always to play, like, a turn in a minute or something like that. That could be pretty tough. Claim territory. Have to imagine that's naming Merfolk. Okay, and the Mystic follow-up. So you're expecting this. Mystic's a little bit annoying, but Labyrinth Guardian is still doing a pretty good job stalling here. I'm definitely going to trade the Champion of Wits away if my opponent is inclined to swing. and then hope going forward that just like Supreme Will and Cancel do a good job stalling up the ground. Because again, I think the longer the game goes, the better off we are. So my opponent will know that we have something at instant speed here, and counter magic seems likely, given that if they like go to attack. Okay. Forerunner, I guess we're just playing Supreme Will and keeping Cancel still. Sure. Counter spell. So, again, not unhappy as the game progresses, just being slow. Another land drop. So we do need to find some more action, but Cancel's not terrible. No attacks for us. So really, I guess game plan is find like the one Tetsamok and just win off of that. Okay, Deep-Root Waters is a little bit awkward. Do we cancel it? It will pose a threat over a long game. I think so. I like using the mana here, even though there may be better targets for us than that. Answering threats as they come seems alright. Do we opt now? I guess we do opt now. Let's see what we find. Now we're going to put that guy on the bottom. Don't really need another land right this second. And get Moment of Craving. Okay. Not bad. Another instant speed card, which is kind of nice. Champion of Wits is getting closer to being able to flip. Let's end our turn here. So, I mean, at some point it probably becomes correct to, like, chump attack with this. Okay, Desert of the Mindful. Interesting. So my opponent does want more lands, it looks like. Not choosing to cycle there. It really does show off how beautiful the Magic art can be. No flavor text, though. That's true. That's kind of interesting. I guess it's just... I wonder if that's going to be slowly phased out. I can't imagine it would on the real cards, but I'm interesting that it's not even an option to view them here. Okay, opponent being kind of careful how they tap for mana. So you always have the option to tap your lands before playing a spell, and then Magic Arena won't automatically determine what you should be using. Because there are times where, like, maybe there's 2/2 in your hand and it's not sure which one you want to play. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't do anything about it. We will walk the plank that next turn, I'm pretty sure, though. Opponent swinging here. If so, we'll block pretty much everywhere. Oh, Jade Bearer. If they put it on the Silvergill Adept, we're going to kill it in response. Hopefully that's the play. They put it on the Bind Shaper Mystic, that's a little bit awkward for us. Go on Seafloor Oracle. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because we're just going to walk the plank at next turn anyway. Kind of weird they're giving me a lot of choices here. I guess because of Moment of Craving. Yeah, not going to use it. Ooh, Golden Demise. How close are we to... I guess we could use the Killer Champion of Wits. That dies, that dies. I think we're still waiting, actually. Let's just use Walk the Plank here. Oh, it's not Merfolk. Haha. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, well in that case I think we have to kill it. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Walk the Plank is a complete blank. Oh, I forgot. Alright, well, let's Golden Demise. We can still kill off the Seafloor Oracle thanks to this good draw here. And then Champion of Wits can end up being pretty solid in the future, too. So we cleaned out a lot of the board here. I'm not going to attack. And then if we draw one land, we can eternalize the champion, and that's going to be a pretty big game. I'm sure you guys are all screaming at me that Walk the Plank doesn't work that way, but... Yep. I don't think that actually changed any of our plays, so it was just bad thinking now. But all in all, I think this is kind of exactly what you're hoping to do when you're a control deck. Like, we've dragged out the game, we're at 22 life, have 6 lands in play. Both we and our opponent are kind of low on cards. We're actually a little bit at a card disadvantage, but not absurdly. Alright, Shapers of Nature. That's a dangerous card. You get to get a lot of advantage from this. We actually, because of Walk the Plank, probably don't have too many good cards for it. Evolving Wilds is a land that we can play, but it's probably one of the worst lands. We're definitely going to pitch Walk the Plank to Champion of Wits when the time comes. Okay. I guess we want another island over another swamp. Guess we can look through our whole deck this way. That's okay. Let's take that swamp or that island out. And we're just gonna end the turn here. So we'll take 3 from the Shapers of Nature, potentially more. This could just take over the game. Should never have pitched that poor Impale. What a mistake. That's funny. Okay, cycles a censor. I think that's probably fair at this point. They can't actually censor the Champion of Wits effect because it's not playing it. It's an activated ability. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Oh wow, look at that. That had like an animation and everything. That's how you know they're serious. Especially given that Tishana is not a card that probably will see a ton of play. Yeah, I mean, there's no downside to blocking the Vine Shaper Mixed Stick here, so... Maybe close to a free play, but... Yeah, Secrets of the Golden City is actually getting close to being pretty good. Let's just play the Champion of Wits here. Draw some extra cards. That was kind of cool. We would love to draw cards. Ooh, Ravenous Chupacabra is great. We still keep Walk the Plank. I'm not confident my opponent's got any non-merfolk in there. I think it is truly a blank. I think it's worse than land, so... Pitch both of those. And... I guess we'll end our turn. So we do have the City's Blessing for secrets here. And we have Ravenous Chupacabra. We have to eat my opponent's Shapers of Nature pretty quick. It's going to cause some big problems. But I think we're still doing okay, too. Despite tossing the Impale. This hand would look better if we had Impale instead of a Swamp. Okay, River Sneak. That's a good inevitability card. Okay, and Jade Bearer. I have to think that's going to be going on the River Sneak. On Tishana? You just want to draw a card, then? Weird. Huh, okay. Opponent also used up all their green, so they can't place another counter. It's funny, they've been really, really careful to use the unclaimed territories, but worked that time as well. Alright, Submerged Boneyard. That's cool art. Alright, so here we have to kill the Shapers of Nature, and we probably want to just cast Secrets. I guess let's start off with Secrets. Oh, well, it's actually possible that my opponent does have counter magic, in which case this would cost us quite a bit. Ooh, Nezahal. That's a biggie. Okay, so I guess with that in mind, is there anything that would punish us? I think, well, I mean, we still play around Censor as it is. I guess we want to play Treasure Map this turn, though. So I guess we're going to be playing Island anyway. Let's play our Chupacabra. And we'll go ahead and pick off the Shapers of Nature. Hope my opponent does not have counter magic for this. Oh no, Hornswoggle. Alright. Well, I mean, we played our less important card first, so kind of did all we could. But let's play Treasure Map. Shapers of Nature is still public enemy number 1. I think we are behind here, but maybe not by miles. Treasure Map is pretty good. Nezahal has the potential to be kind of a beast. Definitely hard to attack past. This spider's bad. Bad for our health. Okay, so my opponent's got 2 activations up. I guess this means we can, unless they have an extra trick, we can block the Shapers of Nature. I think we're gonna double block. I think we have to kind of hope this works. Oops, that's not quite what we want to do. There we go. My opponent gets to choose how they want this to proceed. If they have, like, I guess, River Herald's Boon, it's pretty big blowout. But I think we kind of have to try for this. Just because the inevitability the Shapers of Nature gives. Interesting they chose to swing at the Shapers of Nature. Oh, it costs 4, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah. River Herald's Boon would have had to have been the play then. I was thinking it just costs 3, but I think that must be how much it takes to draw. Yeah. Mix those up. And this is just Scry, right? Yeah. So I guess we've got 9 already. Play Nezahal. And I guess Submerged Boneyard. Definitely behind here. My opponent maybe can't... Well, that's kind of cool. I like that better than I like the cat noises. Yeah, definitely not making any attacks. I guess maybe I should just Treasure Map now to save us some time. Since we're going to want to scry, and it's pretty obvious that's what we're going to be doing here. Let's see. So Tishana is pretty close to big enough. I guess maybe we should have kept that land in hand to pitch to Nezahal. Although, if they play something to make it big, I guess we're getting there anyway. Let's just use the Treasure Map here. I guess depending on what my opponent plays, it would maybe change whether we'd scry something to the top, but I think we're probably keeping any like kind of high impact card and pitching lands mostly here. Moment of Craving. Moment of Craving does pick off the River Sneak. Yeah, okay. Killing off the River Sneak seems pretty important. It also gains us a little bit of life, maybe helps to buy us a little bit of time. Okay. Opponent found Herald of Sacred Streams. That's gonna be bad. I wonder, I guess we maybe put a stop on our upkeep and use the Treasure Map and actually scry that to the bottom. Oh man, we're looking really tough here though. Yeah, I don't think Moment of Craving is going to cut it anymore. Honestly, I'm not sure what it does. I guess Tetsamok could be a pretty good start. Down to 9. And we're going to use Treasure Map before we draw. Bottom this time. So yeah, I guess we should have waited to Moment of Craving before. That did punish us just a little bit. Oh, okay, let's draw. And, well, I guess that's a card. Should we play 2 or just 1? I actually kind of think we cycle, since I think Tetsamok's probably the only thing that saves us. Let's cycle it. I don't actually know everything in the deck, but that's the one like really big game changer I know is in here. Hornswoggle. Not gonna do it. Alright, I think my opponent has got us here, unfortunately. It was a good run, though. Just kind of slowly got beaten out by the merfolk. Okay, I think we're probably going to try and play one more game here. Guess let's do another Dimir manipulation. It's pretty sweet art. I haven't seen that before. Alright. This is good if we're playing against a slow opponent, bad if we're playing against a fast one. I guess we keep. Cancel is something we'll be able to play on turn 3 if we need to. Find a reward, we'll answer something. We do have lands, like there's a lot of good draws we could have here for sure. Alright, green. Hopefully not another merfolk deck. Ooh, Tetsamok. That's a big one. Okay. Let's see what my opponent's up to over there. Ooh, green black. Seeker Squire. Ooh, I wonder if it's like a legit explore deck. That'd be pretty sweet. Okay, just found a forest. But it found it for free, the dream. Alright, so Doomfall. I guess we could look at our opponent's hand. That seems better than cancel here, honestly. Let's Doomfall. Removes a hand from my opponent, or a card from their hand. Oh, I'm gonna choose an opponent. It's kind of funny. I guess that indicates that they're thinking of doing multiplayer at some point. Scaled Behemoth is bad. Reaver Ambush probably won't do much. Tomb Robber will get good value. I'm tempted to take the Scaled Behemoth just because it's so hard for us to interact with. I guess we can keep up Cancel for it though, which means maybe Wayfinder's just more dangerous. I do think that it's worse than Tomb Robber because it's a faster clock, and Tetsamok is going to be able to finish this off eventually. We'll have to remember to keep up mana to counter the Scaled Behemoth, though. Let's pull out Tishana's Wayfinder here. But now we get to see all our opponent's cards out again. It's kind of cool. I really like this feature. It's a little bit, like, hard to see, like a little bit awkward, but it's still pretty nice. Opponent found another Tomb Robber. It's possible that we should take that there, since there probably just are a lot of synergies with that card, but I think it's alright. So I guess we're going to reveal Tetsamok. And put a counter on, I guess, the Diviner. But we're going to keep up Cancel. Next turn, I guess we'll probably target the Tomb Robber and Seeker Squire. That Doomfall did some good work for us. Just knowing we have to play around Scaled Behemoth is pretty big. Yeah, we're just going to let that resolve. This is powerful in a long game, but it's kind of slow. Air Elemental. We could just play that. Dodges Reaver Ambush. Seems alright. Let's drop an Air Elemental. Opponent doesn't have a way to deal with it in hand right now. And this is kind of a tough spot to be in too, because the Air Elemental can just sort of stall. Okay, pitches another Tomb Robber. Okay, there's Wild Growth Walker. That is a card that will need to die. I imagine it's getting played. But fortunately that wasn't a turn 2 play. It's much less scary when my opponent's already got some of their cards out of the way. Tomb Robber, though, obviously can go off with Wild Growth Walker in a fairly big way. It's still kind of slow, though, and Tetsamok still kills everything. found swamp. This has the kind of funny side effect that we get to see, like, just about everything my opponent plays. Opponent pitched Reaver Ambush. Got his Chef Oasis. I mean, they're exploring a lot here. This is sweet. So next turn, we're keeping up cancel and final reward, I guess. If my opponent goes for it, we have to be able to kill it. Otherwise, we really do want to be able to kill off my opponent's Tomb Robber, or things get too out of hand. I think we're just passing here. Yeah. One obviously has their chance to Tomb Robber again, which I might, probably would. I mean, wanting to play the Scaled Behemoth is a pretty big deal, but it's also pretty suspicious that we just left up all of our mana, especially when my opponent knows there's a Tetsamok. Opponent is playing the Wild Growth Walker. Let's, I guess, Essence Scatter that, and still have up cancel. And then it really does come down to, does my opponent want to pitch Scaled Behemoth? I don't think I could, like, begrudge them if they did. Now we're not blocking. Okay. Hornswoggle available. I guess maybe we should have cast Cancel, just 'cause it's a little bit more mana efficient. And I guess we just can't afford to keep up Final Reward, because we have to cancel this. But maybe we'll put some more counters down with Tetsamok. Target some more of my opponent's stuff. Because we will die here. Like, we can't do this forever. Wild Growth Walker. And we'll Hornswoggle pretty much anything my opponent plays. The problem is, if they know we've got counter magic, and they can just let the Tomb Robber, Wild Growth Walker combo keep going. I think we do need to leave the Air Elemental back. My opponent's at a really high life total. We're close to just being able to win here still, though. Interesting that I guess my opponent just doesn't want to get a Scaled Behemoth, which makes sense. Play into it. I guess they have to have a land. Play whatever into it. Opponent pitches Squire, finds Moment of Craving. Gonna leave it on top. Imagine you're pitching it. Gotta hit Tetsamok pretty fast. Tetsamok does answer the Behemoth if we need it to. We block the Tomb Robber. Feel fantastic. We just have to draw. No, I guess I don't think we can really block. We'll go down to 4 here. I think we just need to find a land. Hopefully my opponent doesn't just pass. Alright. Oh no! Submerged Boneyard. I'll do it. The next turn, we could still Final Reward and Chump and probably stay alive. Alright. There's still bad stuff that can happen here, but alright, so next turn, Final Reward, we block and pray. Opponent pitching the Branch Walker, which is I think a pretty good card in general, but I can see why you might need to pitch it. Oh, yeah, you can resolve. Alright. Looking Chupacabra. Dangerous, dangerous, certainly. Yeah. Just gotta hit resolve on all these. Not bad. Not playing anything before combat. Or before attackers. And we're gonna cast Final Reward. Bring the Wild Growth Walker. And we're gonna jump block the Tomb Raider or Tomb Robber and hope that's enough. So to be able to scale Behemoth, but this having Death Touch will do that. Which means we have to trade with it, which is fantastic. Oh, it has Menace. Oh, the misplay. GG. Alright, let's see if we can put something together for our last game here. I think this hand's okay. This definitely looks controlling. Let's go ahead and keep. We've got lands, we got some interaction. Hornswoggle, Doomfall. I think this looks alright. Unsummon. Not sure I love Unsummon a control deck, but wow, opponent's mulligan down to 5. Probably a good sign for us, unless they just concede, which definitely could. Guess let's play Island in case we want to unsummon. See what's going on over there. Sky Marcher Aspirant. Alright. Well, a little bit unfortunate. So if my opponent tried to drop a cartouche or something, we'd respond with Unsummon. I don't think we're doing it as it is, though. Yeah, we're just gonna take that. Play Submerged Boneyard. Don't really want to take a bunch of extra damage. This looks like it's probably vampires. Doomfall might be pretty good. Opponent doesn't have a ton of cards in hand. We could just try and answer every threat as it comes. Yeah, maybe let's Vanquish the Weak. And then Doomfall will end up just being a pretty good Diabolic Edict or Demonic Edict, something like that. Can't believe I can't remember what that's called. Dusk Legion Zealot does make that plan a lot worse. So this turn, I guess we're just leaving up Hornswoggle. And obviously still hoping to find just some more actual cards to play. And can't Hornswoggle that, unfortunately. And that's pretty good. You look a lot worse than a cancel in this position. Not going to bother unsummoning. As a whole, good eventually. I guess let's play Doomfall now. Maybe we should have last turn. Being pretty close to being able to play both in one turn. Doomfall is running out of things that we can hit on my opponent's side, though. Yeah, maybe let's wait one more turn. And hope my opponent doesn't have a fantastic, non-creature 5-drop. So that'll get Hornswoggled. And it brings us one closer to playing Nuzzlehall, which is kind of nice. We can actually play it next turn now. And Legion Lieutenant. Do we want to unsummon at this point? No, we don't want to give my opponent free cards, I don't think. That's the problem with unsummon. It hardly ever looks good. Let's play our Swamp. And let's play Nuzzlehall. I guess we have to sack these all individually. Okay, there we go. I guess the game was just making sure that we really did want to use our treasure there, but we did. Hey, we might be able to beat an opponent on a mold of 5. This has been a pretty strong mold of 5. Champion of Dusk. Yeah, the opponent's right in it here. Is it a 6/6? Is it a 5/5 usually? I thought it was a 4/4. Oh, Radiant Destiny, duh. Slow. Yeah, I'm ending my turn. I can't about this. Ordinarily can't really F6 because we don't want Nezahal to just get shot, but... Soul of the Rapids? What even is that card? Not super fantastic. If we look at my opponent's hand at this point, probably pretty poopy at this point. I guess so, though. Maybe my opponent get rid of one of the cards on the battlefield isn't absurd. So I guess let's see if my opponent's got something we want to pull out here. Yeah, we do. So I need to make sure we always leave up. Wait, this is end of turn, right? End step. So we're dead if we ever do try and bounce it. Yes, we gotta take out Desert's Hole. Not great. Yeah, none of this looks real appealing. Sanctum Seeker just kills us in a bunch of ways, though. I think we're gonna take it. We'll go down to 1, I guess, potentially. Definitely can't swing here. It's a special kind of shame when you lose to a mold of 3. Or, sorry, mold of 3 would be really impressive. Mold of 5, though. Special kind of shame. Just 3 3s. This is brutal. Yeah, I mean... Gotta pitch some cards. Okay. And I guess we're pitching like Boneyard, and I guess we should cycle that first, but I don't know if we have time now. Alright, that's 3. And then we'll unsummon the Legion Lieutenant and save us some life. Although, things are looking grim. So Nezahal will come back. But we're going on to 6 here. And Nezahal comes back. We do have Impale. Game's not just over, it's just very close. Oh no, it is, because my phone can just replay the... Right, yeah, replays it, swings for revenge. And that's game. No. Yeah, it's game. 6 and 6. I can count. Alright. We understand where we're beaten. Okay, well, hopefully this was a fun kind of first look at the... Oh, cool. Oh, we cast 12 spells. Can we buy a pack? I can't remember. If we get a pack, maybe that'd be a good way to finish this off. Oh, just a little bit too short. If we'd won our last couple of games with the blue-black deck, I guess we could have gotten there. Yeah, alright, that's alright though. Yeah, hopefully this was a fun kind of first look at the new Magic Arena. It's definitely cool. I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with it. And again, if draft comes here, I probably will just draft pretty much exclusively on here. Although, I know we'll miss out on like Cube and the like if we don't go back to Magic Arena now, or Magic Online now and again. Man, I'm going to get those names stuck so many times. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. You guys are the best. 1 year. I'll see you guys for the next one.